The road to the championships is here. The best talent from across the country will compete for the title of national champion. A journey culminating in a lifetime of hard work, dedication, and a passion for the game. The future of the game is here, and their journey starts now.
Off the edge of the bat, down! The Hot Shots win it all! It's the final opportunity for some of the greatest players in the country to strut their stuff on the banks of the Pacific in Southern California, inland about a softball throws away in Irvine, California. The Anna Manning Stadium, Bill Barber Park, has been the site to history for more than a decade. At the 18U Premier level, this is the PGF National Championship out of the Deep South. Birmingham, the Bolts, out of the middle of America, Olathe, Kansas. It's select Fastpitch. What an event this is. Each and every year, the best of the best. Happy summer, one and all. Hi there. My name is Darren Sutton. This is Olympic gold medalist and national champion at UCLA, Amanda Freed. Welcome back to the ballpark. And this, best said, is the last hurrah. Everyone's committed on both of these rosters. They're all about to begin their journeys in college. Maybe one or two playing up. They're celebrating their times together. There'll be a lot of tears, win or lose at the end. This is wonderful.
And this is it. And a lot of these athletes go through the tournament wanting to extend their season, but this is where it comes to an end. So they're looking to end on that high note. And this is the pinnacle of your travel ball career before you head out into that college level. So both of these teams are excited to be here, excited to finish this journey off strong.
Yeah, the best coaches in the country are here, too, keeping an eye on their already committed athletes with the changes in recruiting for softball. David Gascon is the voice in-house. What a great voice of sports overall he is. We're going to send it on over to him as he will introduce the championship rosters at the 18U Premier level. David, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Deanna Manning Stadium. PGF welcomes you and our national audience on ESPNU to Irvine, California for our 2022 PGF National Championships. This is the 18U Premier title game between the select Fastpitch and the Birmingham Thunderbolts. Let's introduce the teams on the first and third base lines. First off for the Birmingham Thunderbolts, number 1, Ansley Armstrong. Number 2, Corinne Pacho. Number 3, Sydney Langdon. Number 7, Cadence Walding. Number 12, Reagan Bennett. Number 21, Kayla Lyon. Number 23, Kenna Ray Dark. Number 42, Katie Davis. And number 80, Charlie Orsini. And now leading things off in center field, 00, Gracie Hillman. In left field, number 11, Larissa Pruitt. At shortstop, number 31, Kenley Callahan. Number 2, behind the dish, number 34, Marley Giles. In right field, number 9, Riley Cloud. At third base, number 10, Katie Flannery. The DP, number 22, Cameron Luckadoo. At first base, number 4, Sissy Dunn. At second base, number 15, Hannah Dorsett. And in the circle, number 27, Aaliyah Johnson. Head coach for the Birmingham Thunderbolts is Rocky Thompson. And now on the other side for the select Fastpitch, led by head coach Eric Jones. Number 7, Delaney Roeder. Number 5, Sammy Huck. And the starters today behind the dish, number 24, Kylie Brockman. At shortstop, number 8, Sierra Hoekstra. At third base, number 12, Katie Chester. In center field, number 11, Taylor Cruz. At first base, number 1, Kaylee Langer. In right field, number 32, Emma Durr. At second base, number 18, Amanda Knutson. The DP, number 14, Jaden Murphy. In left field, number 77, Shayna Glass. And in the circle, number 10, Marissa McCann.
Well, this is where the party's at. Southern California. These teams, 7 games apiece to make it here. One of them having to play what they call an if game, nearly stumbling on their way to the championship. Amanda Freed and Darren Sutton, plus you, welcome back to the ballpark. As we see firing and getting ready to go is Marissa McCann inside of that circle. We've been fortunate with our production team here, the cooperation of these programs. It's a beautiful event to cover, and by the way, the weather has been Chamber of Commerce weather. It's been gorgeous all week long, no higher than 85 degrees on its high side. And don't you know, the deep south in Birmingham, those summers are challenging. And in the middle of America in Kansas, humidity and heat, a big part of it as well. It's great for the athletes, that's the thing, and all the families that are attending. Two huge events later on tonight. And you can see the athletes getting ready. They're already jerseyed up. The Futures All-American game, rising sophomores and juniors, those that have completed their sophomore and junior years. And then obviously after that, the All-American game, the best players in the country on their way to college. We'll have them both for you on the ESPN family of networks, including later on tonight, the All-American game on ESPN2. Gracie Hillman will lead things off. Hillman, the center fielder. Larissa Pruitt will bat second. Kenley Cahalan will bat in the 3 spot. That's 1, 2, 3. We'll introduce you to all of these athletes, how they arrived at this spot, and the stories that go into who they are as Gracie gets set to go. First pitch dots the outside corner to the young athlete out of Hoover, Alabama. She's a 23, another year to go in Hoover High School. Gracie's a Georgia Tech commit. Back to back, you get the commitment. You fish out there, then you drop your line in the water, 0-2.
Yeah, McCann's the type of pitcher that can go all quadrants and mixed speeds. So you don't want to fall behind against a pitcher like that.
Got the call of the outside corner. The daughter of Melanie and Josh. We'll see Gracie again. Her mom is Pam as well.
Now McCann lived on that outside. She's really extending the zone, seeing how far she can get that call. And if she can get that call pitched this game, I'd live there all day.
Alabamian, Hartselle, Alabama to be specific, Larissa Pruitt. Right back out there, 0-1 the count to the Alabama commit. She said, I chose them, and she's on her way here within weeks to be a part of the Alabama Crimson Tide. She said, I love the coaches, it's close to home, and I grew up cheering for them every moment. Now I play for them. Out front, pulled the string back on that one, 0-2 the count to Larissa Pruitt. Mom is TJ, dad is Jason, and her younger brother is Jace. And her grandfather, he's already gone that SEC route, that journey. He played football at Ole Miss. Elevated, 0-2, charging in, dumped it in there. That's a pretty 0-2 protect swing. And Pruitt, because of it, is rewarded for her contact. She's on.
Shortstop number 31, Kenley Cahalan.
And with 0-2, this pitch needs to be a little more out of the zone, especially when you're facing a hitter like Pruitt. She's not trying to do too much with 2 strikes, just pokes it, gets the barrel to it, and finds space in the grass.
Another Crimson Tide commit, verbal albeit, as she heads into her senior year. Kenley Cahalan takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0 the count. Hewitt-Trussville High School, the 2023 grad from Trussville, Alabama. A couple of state championships there. Ready to go. Pulled the hands through the zone a mile high. Great hang time, nearly to the wall. And Emma Durr is there to make the play. Man, that went further than I thought it would go.
She would have connected just a few centimeters higher on the ball. That would have left the park in a hurry. That thing was high and held for a long time. And it did, it carried.
Chilton County High School enjoys Marley Giles, and they graduated her off, where she's going to Alabama as well. That's in Clanton, Alabama, her home, as she takes an off-speed pitch that misses inside. The right-handed bat, the daughter of Johnny and Amanda. Mom played at a small school outside of Montgomery, Alabama. Her mom played softball at Huntington University. Beat her in, good pitch there. And you want to talk about grit, the kind of player she is, right? This is a catcher, so she plays a physical game. She wrapped up her high school career with 1,000 rebounds on the basketball court. an excellent basketball player, and you could not take the ball away from her. Again, over our heads. Did you notice my pause for drama effect that time?
Yeah, that was really good. I was, in my mind, I had gone through 1,000 on-base percentage, 1,000, what is it?
Rebounds.
Rebounds. That's a lot of rebounds.
Rocky Thompson is the head coach of the Thunderbolts, organizational developer as well. He's got a great staff with him. Open stance, 1-2. That one rises up and out of the zone. 2-2 the count. So many leaders, and it's such a kind of a cornerstone program when you speak of the Bolts. Shane Cahalan, Giselle Juarez. Yeah, that G. Juarez on the coaching staff. As that one's popped foul off to the right side. Taylor LaCourie, who's going into her senior year at Maryland, and Hannah Borden. That's a staff for a travel team. And if you have that kind of staff, you got to get suites on the road for them. That's that select fast pitch leadership that we saw. Eric Jones, the head coach. Mike Bim right by his side, the associate head coach, not able to be present for this game. Christy Cruz, there's another Cruz out there, and Ron Clary. That's the staff for select fast pitch. Boy kept the hands back as long as she could, and we'll do it again, 2-2.
Well, it's very much a regional team. We talked a lot about that as we take a look at this swing. That ball going towards the outside, hooked foul down the left field line. But they get good athletes from all around, bring them together, and one of the strengths Coach said was that they've learned really to play together. The camaraderie's come a long way.
2-2, a couple have just missed it this inning, but you know what? An out is an out is an out, and Marissa McCann will take that every single time. Here in Southern California, the 18U National Championship game, PGF. Welcome back to Southern California. Ali Johnson in the circle, ready to roll. The LSU commit dealing with this select fast pitch lineup with Brockman, Hoekstra, and Chester. 1, 2, and 3. We'll introduce all of them. In the circle, Johnson out of Fairhope, Alabama, as that rise ball runs up and out of the zone. She was part of the PGF All-American Futures game last year. And she's been an Alabama North-South High School All-Star competitor, number 27 on that jersey. As the 1-0 is buried in, good pitch. Imagine from high above as we peek in, her parents, Sissy and Chris, very proud of Johnson for this opportunity, and probably sad that she's about to leave for Baton Rouge. One and one the count to Kylie. Changed up on her 1 and 2 the count. Kylie's from Kansas City, Kansas, that is. Piper High School. She's an Arkansas commit, a verbal, because she's a 2023. Curveball, pretty pitch, pops in and out of the catcher's mitt. Will turn it into an out right there. As Giles spins outside and makes the accurate throw. Boy, late break on that spin.
Yeah, and Giles really stuck it to make sure that the glove was seen in the strike zone, and then had to hurry up and make that throw. A little off-speed pitch, down and away.
Middle of America team, and that's why Overland Park, Kansas is represented by Sierra Hoekstra as that one dots the outside corner. C Money, as her mates call her, is a Wichita State commit. She's off here in the next couple of weeks to play Wichita State. She said, I love the program they're building, and I want to help build it more. Elevated 0-2.
We talk a lot about the athletes moving on, but the parents also, and the families who have gone on these journeys. For a lot of them, it's their last hurrah also.
Hangs around, spoils an elevated pitch. Well, her mom gets it, certainly her mom Anita, who played college softball and basketball, and her dad Paul, who played college baseball as well. Younger sister Kelsey's on the same track when you talk about Sierra. She's a travel softball player, 15 years old. No interest there. 1-2 the count. That's the one she wanted. Went down soft, back up. She really has changed the line of sight a lot.
Third baseman, number 12.
And finding that outside corner with that low rise. You can see it starts top of the thigh and ends at the number.
Aaliyah now deals with Katie Chester, the talented athlete who takes over the outside corner for a strike. Chester from Liberty, Missouri is a Mizzou commit. Off to Mizzou, just graduated. Quickly, strike two. Katie, the daughter of Tracy and Jason. And her big brother is Nathan, and her little sis is Kylie. Brother gets it, he's going to Mississippi State, plays baseball there. Mom played volleyball at Missouri, Kansas City. We've been knowing about Katie for quite some time. So hard to survive an event like this, right? I mean, you can play your way out of the loser's bracket, but good luck. All these travel teams are so elite. They're loaded with college commits, especially in the PGF Premier Division. So it's not that you would get comfortable in this finals game, but you've kind of made it as far as you can imagine when you're here at the championship. Pulled her hands in and fouls it off.
Yeah, and this is where you really want to be playing your best ball. I mean, it's been a long week. So you kind of learn a lot about your team during this process, but when you get to today, the only game of the day, you feel good, you feel as rested as possible, but you got 7 innings to go.
Back in the day when this event was born, and understandably so, the champions year in and year out bore some sort of a California address. You were sending them their notes, and you were sending it to somewhere in southern, in most cases, California. Last year, the first and second place finishers, the Nebraska Gold, and then from all the way to the eastern seaboard, the Lady Dukes Lamar. That was 1 and 2, and here we have Kansas and Alabama. Outside corner, that's strike 3. What an inning. 3 strikeouts. She got Brockman, she got Hoekstra, she got Chester. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Riley Cloud leads it off for the team out of Birmingham, Alabama, the southern-based team, and she, with a big swing, fouls it back. Cloud is actually from Mitty, Louisiana. And one of the neat things that the Bolts do is your home state is represented on your shoulder, your right shoulder. And at Mitty, she just graduated from Fairview High School. She's an Arkansas commit. Loves Courtney Deifel, says the program she's building is that changeup freezes her as one she's excited to be a part of. Miss Cloud, the daughter of Kami and Devin Cloud. And she's one of 6 Cloud children at home. 1 and 2 the count. And she lands almost right in the middle. So she can be a leader, and she can be led by her older siblings. 2 older brothers, 21 and 20, Jamie and Dylan. 2 younger sisters, Addison and Zoe. Hit on the line into center field. How far will it go? It's cut off out there by Cruz, and that's the way you started. The Bolts with a single. Pretty swing.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous swing. Connects right on the money.
Third baseman, number 10.
Looks like a gap shot. Look at that follow through. So much power in that swing. Belt high pitch. But the little things matter, and that's Taylor Cruz out there in center field, takes a really good angle at that ball and gets it in quickly to prevent Cloud from getting to second.
Funny thing happened when Katie Flannery got the invite to be a PGF All-American last year at the Futures game level. She came west, and we're not saying it's the first time she's ever been west, but the native of Birmingham, Alabama, who has 1 more year at Spain Park High School, enjoyed something about being out west because she verbaled with Oregon. We've heard a lot of SECs, haven't we, folks? Katie's going to go, and she puts pen to paper to play for the Ducks. Right off the end of the bat. An easy chance there for Marissa McCann, 1 out. So the pack grab one.
Yeah, Oregon's one of those campuses where you go up there and you just look around. It's such a beautiful place, and it's hard to say no to. And then what they're building up there, Missy Lombardi's done such a great job with that program.
Cameron Lucado from Georgetown, Kentucky. One more year of high school for her at Great Crossing High. She's off to the University of Kentucky to play in the SEC. Beautiful curveball, and the count is 0-2. So her secondary sport, most athletes have it for some point, volleyball, and a good one. Most valuable player her freshman year for her high school team. Runner looking to move up. Beautiful throw. Did they pop the tag? And they did. Boy, great job. Kylie Brockman just got it there, and the rest was history.
Now, Riley Cloud read it when it hit the dirt. She got a lead, hesitated for just a split second, but that was a strong throw down. Brockman, and then the nice tag by Hoekstra.
So Cam takes a screwball in, base is empty, no RBI opportunity anymore. In a game like this, yo, you don't blame Riley. You read it, you test it, you take that chance. In the air, high above the infield. That'll end things. Base runner squandered, certainly erased off the base pads. And a nice job by Hoekstra getting in, popping that tag in on the helmet. Scoreless here at the 18U Premier PGF Championship game. On a beautiful Southern California day as we take a peek from the beach to the Inland Empire. Out to Corona and Riverside. We're here in Irvine, and it's a chance now for that man's team to swing the bat. Taylor Cruz, Kaylee Linger, and Emma Durr will take their shot as we look at 4, 5, and 6 in the order against Aaliyah Johnson. That one sails high to Taylor Cruz. There once was a time where Mom was all that and more at Kansas. From 96 to 2000, her mom, Christy, was an incredible softball player. 4 years at Kansas collegiately. Look who's down on the turf now doing the damage. An Ohio State University commit when we talk about Taylor Cruz. 1 more year of high school. Linwood High School. Vassahor, Kansas. Where at Linwood, they want to win it all this year. Back to back, they have finished second in the state championship battle at the 5A level. That's ball 4. I say this to you every time. I can't imagine the discipline that goes into being in this moment where all you'd want to do is swing the bat and patiently in your first at bat coaxing a walk on some close pitches.
Yeah, no, that's tough, but understanding the importance of just getting base runners right now, especially in that leadoff position, middle of the order coming up. Early in the ball game, you want to be the ones to strike first.
Kaylee Linger is from Liberty, Missouri, Liberty North High School. And the first pitch hits the inside corner for strike 1. She's on her way to Mizzou. Kim and Ken, her parents, will help her pack and get her SEC softball career started. Older brother Cage is a college wrestler already. Goes outside with a curveball there. She changes direction. Good pitch, 0-2 the count.
And Johnson right now is throwing some heat. She was mixing the pitches really well last inning. This inning's gone straight in and out hard.
Right back out, same spot. Well-rounded athlete. She really contributed, speaking of Linger, as she tries to work and add more to the base pads. All-state at throwing the javelin. Multiple times All-State, All-District 3 times, and a conference champ 3 times. As that one is high and inside. Good 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, it's tough to go 0-2 inside. You just don't have a lot of room for error. But if Johnson wants to open that outside back up, she's got to get Linger off her plate.
Into the dirt. Great jump. That one swiped. I think in the dirt or not, Cruz, perfect jump right off first base. And a clean jump, don't leave early.
Hitters count off-speed pitch in the dirt, so that goes in her favor.
Just off the plate inside with that screwball. And she went though. So it was in, but Linger went around.
Yeah, I don't know if you can argue this. That's a tough down and inside pitch.
Want to know the count to Emma Durr, who's out of Eudora, Kansas, Eudora High School, on her way to play for Nebraska. In the Omaha campus. Won a high school state championship this last spring. Jackie and Matt are her parents. She's the youngest of 3. So Jackie and Matt officially now, with her journey off to college, will be empty nesters. Let me just submit this to you, Amanda. And this is the parent in me that kind of started thinking just a little bit. It's hard enough to get any of your children, male, female, off to college, right? It's hard. Pack them up, get them organized, pay the fees, whatever goes into it. But combined with that, you're on a 2-week travel trip to go play softball. It's a lot for these moms and dads. It's cool. It's an incredible thing, and that's why it's so. I think it's so emotional because the parents are leaving behind, probably packing your daughter for college, and you come out here and you invest for a week. I don't know. We can't fix it out here now.
Yeah,
just a thought.
Trying to stay in the moment.
In this moment, that one's crossed towards center field, off the base of the wall. Durr into second. Select fast pitch, strikes first. Used the biggest part of this beautiful ballpark and is rewarded with an RBI. That's how you stay in the moment, just like that.
And this ball is just absolutely crushed. Thigh high right back up the middle. Over Hillman's head in center field. That's Cruz racing around the bases. But yeah, as a family member, I would imagine you're leaving, packing, you're thinking about it, you're seeing the journey come to an end, but it's not over yet. You're trying to enjoy being here and, you know, stockpile all the memories while still almost mourning the end of this period of your life. You know, it's a tough road for these parents.
All these athletes we talked to as Amanda Knutson takes in and off the plate, the native of Bonner Springs, Kansas. And a rising senior, 1 more year of high school, who's committed to go to Southern Illinois Carbondale. Pulls the hands in and rockets it foul. It's really rewarding how aware these athletes are of the sacrifices their parents have just gotten done making. And they're not done. I mean, college, whether you're on a scholarship or not, and a partial, there's tons of sacrifices and paperwork and final stages of adulting, you know, when you lead your child to college. Drops down a pretty bunt, and that one's foul. In Knutson's case, mom and dad are Corey and John. Dad's athletic skills pushed him onto the mat. He wrestled in high school, played football. Mom, a great softball player at the prep level as well. And her brother Jack, by the way, plays college baseball at St. Mary's. This is a really good student. She's a 396 in the classroom. National Honor Society's member. Just missed. Wait. 2-2 the count. Johnson froze her. What a pretty pitch that was.
Johnson had her leaning on the pitch before, so decided to go with this off-speed pitch. And although it was elevated, she just wasn't prepared for it.
And she comes back firm right under the hands, and strike one to Jaden Murphy, the DP. Murphy joins this team of Midwesterners, but she does it from the west side of Phoenix, Arizona. She's from Surprise, Arizona. Her Midwest highs have her committing to Kansas, though, after playing for this team. Just graduated Willow Canyon High School. Change up and a beauty, 1-2.
It's a beauty of a pitch down in the zone. That's where you want to throw that off speed.
The curveball miffs the Arizonan as she swings right through it. Back-to-back state champs for that great hitter at Willow Canyon. That time, the arm in the circle. Johnson, too much.
If I could describe Premier Girls Fast Pitch in one sentence, it would be opportunity filled. I guess a couple words, but I would say opportunity filled. I feel like they provide a lot of girls opportunities to come out here and get seen and have a ton of fun. I know it's my favorite tournament, so.
We celebrate the Futures All-American game. That was Gatorade National Player of the Year. Still another year to go. And the celebration on ESPN 3. Make sure you join us 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. Names like Alvarez and Bueno. Cahalan, who's out here playing in this game for the Bolts, will be part of it. Both Cahalans, Kenley and Claire. So we'll have that. Amanda and I excited. And as there is a commitment on a swing by Sissy Dunn, we'll have the All-American game after that. 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN 2. Sissy Dunn, the first baseman. Given name is Caden Dunn. Sissy is what she likes to go by. She's from Brantley, Alabama. So that one skips in there. Troy awaits her arrival. Troy University. What a great rising. Gosh, I can remember going back to my generation. That was a Division II school. A strong Division I program. All sports, swing and a miss. Split the plate. A little bit of rise on that one, that offering.
Now McCann just powers through the zone on this pitch. Look at the location. The rise ball location is really key with that pitch. That one started at the thigh, moved up just above the belt.
defending the line very tight and close at third. They're looking for that. It's popped up, and that's exactly why she leaves her feet. Shayna Glass was in. Excellent play over there.
Well, you could tell by the spin on this pitch, the rise ball get underneath is Dorsett, and a nice play. It looked like McCann was going to go for it, but Chester coming all the way across the diamond.
Yeah, Katie Chester making a fine, fine play. Number 12 on that jersey. Active feet, swinging right through it. Gracie Hillman, the center fielder. Tries to slap it over Katie's head at third. That infield has Chester at third, Hoekstra at short, Knutson at second, and Langer at first base in blue. Tries to split the gap, and she does, and it's down. It's easy, 2 bases, amazing speed. Love it when an athlete who has such great bat control decides to swing away and drive the softball. Always rewarded for this kind of solid contact.
Yeah, runs through, finds the gap really well. So still coming through the box. Look at that foot location. And so much speed around the base paths. Now a runner in scoring position for Larissa Pruitt.
Pruitt looks at strike 1 from Marissa McCann. 3-time All-State competitor. See Pruitt a little bit later on tonight as a PGF All-American. Gatorade Player of the Year, Pruitt in the state of Alabama. Futures game at 4 o'clock, ESPN 3. And the All-American game, those on their way to college within weeks at 7 o'clock on ESPN 2, 10 o'clock Eastern. You talk to the successes that Pruitt has had. He's really put in the work, but that time the work didn't matter. She did go around on a rise ball and a tough one from McCann, hoping to get her to bite. She bit right into it here in Southern California. That's the kind of day it is. That's exactly the kind of day it is in Southern California. You get your glove, you can toss all you want, or the man in front of the man with his glove. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can be getting ready to grind, getting ready to go to work. That sophomore All-American team, that futures game is all sorts of fun. There's Mackenzie Pickens up there. Excited to see her play. Shayna Glass, she gets the call, pops that one to foul. Double digits numbers. She has worn 77 in this event, 99 throughout the year. Shay from Rancho Santa Margarita. That's in California. And she plays with the Midwestern team. As a matter of fact, without traffic, she lives about 20 minutes from here. So though her mates are in a hotel, and I'm sure she's having fun with them, the recent graduate of Mission Viejo High School is a Tennessee Chattanooga commit. Good change of pace, 1-2 the count. She had a wonderful experience, did Shay as her mates call her. She had a chance to play with Team Israel for a couple of weeks in the past wintertime. Cool meeting new girls, she said, bonding. That one's inside corner, that's strike 3. Shay frozen that time. Quick update, live update. That's 7 strikeouts. Every out's been a strikeout.
It's felt like a lot of strikeouts.
A little live update for you at home. Second time through the order, here's Kylie Brockman. Over the outside corner to Kylie, that's strike 1. Joe and Melody are her dad and mom. Lynn and Shane are stepmom and stepdad. And the four of them work together for the Arkansas commit, who has one more year at Piper High School. Worked out a lot of Kansas City strength and conditioning 3 to 4 times a week. A little less lifting as the summer gets tougher and the games are more frequent.
Yeah, at this point in the season, it's just preservation, right? You put in all that hard work leading up to these big tournaments and hope it sustains, but it's hard to keep up the routine that some of these athletes are on for an entire year. They've got to find breaks and let their bodies recover. It's tough in our game now. We play all year long.
Leads me to a question as the 0-2 skips in there. I mean, it feels like, and you tell me as you've evolved now as an elite world-class player to now a parent, but still teaching the sport. At this point, obviously lifting doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I would think, but stretching, right? Just trying to hang on to your flexibility.
Yeah, and strengthening your tendons, strengthening, you know, your agility, and just, yeah, our maintenance, injury prevention. Sure, if you do the right kind of weightlifting and
lighter,
lighter weights. I mean, give your body some time to grow and develop.
When you look at a grind like this summer, I mean, even the college season won't be this intense. This is kind of a no days off. 2-2 the count. Brockman struck out looking back in the first inning. In and off the plate after being taken down the first time. Boy, she coaxed a very patient at bat, and that's a walk. That's a big walk. Or did we jump ahead? Or was that a called strike 3? No.
No, it looks like we were
may
off
have
by a
jumped
ball.
ahead. Well, I say
We all
we were
jumped
just
ahead.
following the lead. Yes, I don't blame Kylie, who in about 10 years from now, by the way, hopes to be a successful nurse. She has shared with us. Fly ball right side. Sun, pretty tough, but she found it out there. Riley Cloud puts that one away. A little premature walk, and that's a thing of the past now. 2 outs in the inning, and by the way, that's the first out. That's not a strikeout. The defenders thanking Ellie for letting her play. Sierra Hoekstra struck out back in the first inning. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, this is where it gets fun, that second time through the lineup, to see what types of adjustments the athletes are making. And up to this point, Johnson has been lights out.
1-1 the count as that one misses high. Hoping to study pre-med in college, possibly a paramedic or a trainer. Those are some of her career goals and aspirations. 1-2 the count. Hey, by the way, her favorite meal? Crock-pot chicken and rice. Her mom makes it. We'll slip a few of those in so you can get good and hungry. You're allowed, though, to go to your fridge.
I gotta start taking notes.
Not you. You're not allowed. The viewers are.
Oh, not me?
No.
Okay, bummer.
Sounds good, though.
But I am
Doesn't
getting
it,
some
Hardy?
good ideas. Yeah.
Mom with the crock-pot chicken and rice. So kudos to you, Anita. That's mentioned on air. And your dad is Paul. See money in a 1-2 situation. The screwball, no interest in that one as it dives away. Eric Jones, the head coach of Select Fastpitch. Rocky Thompson of the Birmingham Bolts. Bouncing ball, diving play, backhand flip, not in time. Dorsett with a great effort there. Hannah laid out on the dirt. Couldn't put anything on the flip, and very good speed, by the way, going up the line from Hoekstra.
Number 12,
I'm just really impressed that Dorsett got to this ball. It looked cleanly into right field, but she is completely outstretched and just doesn't have time to get up onto her knees to make a stronger flip. Does everything that she can to get it over there, but there is speed running down the base paths in Hoekstra.
Katie Chester backed out of there by Ali Johnson. Ali in 19 and then in 21, sandwiched around the pandemic, was Alabama's 7A Pitcher of the Year. And this past year, she was 7A First Team All-State, National Honor Society in the classroom, and a 3.95 GPA. As she's headed to pitch at LSU. You ask Ali what her specialty is. She keeps it simple, a shortened sentence, working a lot of spins, and then I hit spots. That's it. Bouncing ball, Sunday hop. Easy throw on across the diamond. The shortstop turned that into a smooth operator out. PGF 18U Premier Division national title game. Rayleigh Jones is the successful bat girl for the select fast pitch team. She allows her father Eric on occasion to coach this team. He's the leader of the program. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us and your lovely daughter. Wonderful work. How much joy do you have and have you had throughout this week to be playing still today with your team, and how proud are you of them?
I couldn't be more proud. I tell you what, they've been in these types of games the whole weekend. It's been our defense and our pitching that have held us in, and then our batters are just scrappers. So as long as we continue to play defense and pitch well, I think we're going to be in this game.
And you've put a run up on the board early, but you're relying now on Marissa McCann to kind of take things into her own hands in the circle. What do you like about her performance today?
I tell you what, this is what you get day in, day out for her. She's competed in 2 state title games in Arizona. The moment's never too big for her, and she's going to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, we really appreciate your time. You and your family enjoy this journey.
Thank you.
High fly ball, well struck right field. Up against the wall and goodbye. Kenley knocks it out of here. Cahalan enjoys the tour around the bases, and just like that, pulls it back even at 1 apiece. Huge bat, great power, wonderful athlete, and then this.
Well, Cahalan delivers. This is a futures All-American. So a tall order for McCann, who's been doing a great job in the circle, but Cahalan gets all of this one. And this ball just carries over the right field fence. That'll even up the score.
Eric Jones now has to go back to work coaching in a tie game at 1 apiece. Right back to work. We talked about McCann and her successes in Arizona. We enjoyed, you and I, getting a chance to interview her about a year ago, having her on one of our shows, and the commitment to the Midwest team, the abilities that she has. It's time for her to go to work now. That happens. If you're going to attack in the circle, that'll happen.
Now, we just don't see 1-0 ball games today. So, you know, as a pitcher, you have to expect, unfortunately, to give up a run or two. But just keep it within striking range, which she's done.
Willow Canyon High School, this talented pitcher in Surprise. The Mizzou commit, headed to Missouri. 2 5A state championships at Willow Canyon. Boy, did she ever drop a beautiful changeup in there.
And it's just a gorgeous knee buckling pitch.
Marissa in the circle working. She's the daughter of Jennifer and Heath. 3.9 student in the classroom. As that one is fouled off to the right side. Marissa professionally Occupational therapist is what may guide her. That's, for now, what she would love to do professionally. Matter of fact, I asked her, so when I bump into you in a Starbucks in 10 years, Marissa, what will your life look like? Here's what she said, and I quote, I hope I have a family with a lot of children. I would actually love to adopt a lot of children as well. I could see myself with a successful OT career. Occupational therapy. Belted left field, down, up against the wall. Giles hurrying into second. It's a stand-up double. More noise in that first base dugout.
Well, we previewed these All-Americans and they're delivering. Giles, look at that approach at the plate, tucks the hands in and just gets the barrel straight to the ball.
Just talked with Coach a moment ago. Now Eric out to talk with the pitcher. It sounded like he's got a lot of respect and knows her quite well. So I'm sure this is a frank conversation. A little bit of work in the pen now as they start to toss down there. It's a short bench. There's just a couple of options. That's Sammy Huck. Look at select fast pitch. They travel lean. There's not a whole lot of depth there, and good for them for being here. Not the case for the Bolts.
Yeah, I noticed that just 12 on the roster for select fast pitch and goes to 18 or so for the Bolts.
Riley Cloud singled back in the second inning, was thrown out trying to grab an extra base on a wild pitch. Change up, fluttered high, and 1-1 the count to Riley. Might be room. Brockman stuck with it. Big first out. The catcher, Kylie Brockman, makes the play.
That play's a lot tougher than it looks. Straight up, a ton of spin. That ball was high in the air. Brockman gets rid of that helmet. Has to do some fancy footwork to get herself under it and makes that catch.
Hit hard, but ranging, popping the tag down as well, and a double play. Holmstrom got it done on both ends. Made the play and then tracked her prey heading back to the bag, and just like that, an unassisted double play. We are tied at 1. To the bottom of the 4th we go. PGF in beautiful SoCal. Organizational developer and head coach is Rocky Thompson. Rocky, what are some of the standards if an athlete wanted to wear one of your Bolts uniforms, because it's fun to watch your women play?
Well, you just gotta have grit. You know, just want to play softball. That's basically it. And so we just always looking for good players, players that want to play the game, players that just love playing the game and want to be developed.
Well, Coach, you've started to put some barrel onto the ball, hitting some hard ones, getting that run back. What sorts of adjustments are you seeing your athletes make at the plate?
Well, we're not making the adjustments that we need to make. And base runner got a clean base running up because had 2 costly mistakes just then. But just got to calm down. That's basically what it boils down to, just getting the nerves out of the way.
Thank you very much. Best of luck. Congratulations on your journey thus far.
Hey, thank you so much.
Rocky Thompson, the organizational leader and head coach with that deep coaching staff that we've told you about, the leader there. As that one powers through the inside corner from the right arm of Aaliyah Johnson. Taylor Cruz, the center fielder. She scored the lone run when Emma Durr doubled her home back in the second inning. No bite on that one. Good 0-2 pitch, though. Cruz off the end of the bat. Splits the gap, Pruitt and Hillman, and it was Larissa Pruitt coming on over and putting that one away to her left. One away.
I really like the way Johnson works quickly in the circle. She's able to get as many strikeouts as she does because she works ahead in the count. You see a lot of 0-2 starts, and then she's able to work more off the plate. So if she doesn't get that strikeout, she gets a lot of mishits.
Oh, and 1 the count to Kaylee Linger. Kaylee struck out back in the second inning. Well, that would be a pitching coach, right? And G. Juarez comes out to talk to you.
Hey, you might want to listen.
Just wrapped up an incredible journey at Oklahoma.
When you're curious, a conversation like this, where you've got your pitcher out there, Johnson, who's just hammering the strike zone. No runners on, you've got 1 out. So maybe a strategy, specific approach to Linger and to Durr.
That one skips in there to Kaylee Linger. Mizzou commit. Battled back from foot surgery last summer. Was challenging for her to get back as soon as she could, certainly. One and 2 the count. 18U Premier National Championship. Changed up on her, leaked out front. That's strike 3. That's 8 strikeouts.
And this off-speed pitch is just perfectly executed. Look at the spin down and away. It's got some down and out bite. If your head pulls even a little bit, you can't reach that.
0-1 the count to Emma Durr. Part of a team that won a high school state championship at Eudora last year, the 4A level. And of course, she was all state. She'll wear that one and she'll head to first. And with 2 outs, the hope is that Knudsen can turn this into something. Amanda struck out looking back in the second inning. She goes right to work, lifts that one over the left side of the infield. Into the glove it goes of Cahalan, and that will be that. The PGF 18U Premier Division National Championship game. Select Fastpitch out of Kansas. The Bolts out of Alabama. Reed said it here first. This is an incredible moment. The 6th missed a stride. And Edie Gavin came all the way around. That was 1 stolen base attempt that took her all the way around to third. And the Georgia Impact victorious in the 16U Premier Division National Championship, meaning the Bandits out of the Chicagoland area, the Beverly Bandits, Georgia Impact out of Woodstock, Georgia. But Gavin was a huge story. 1 opportunity to pinch run. She got the call to pinch run for Emily Caron and turned it into that.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch. And that was in the 7th inning, so really just the icing on the cake for the impact.
One pitch, one out. Cameron Lucado hits a line drive out to third where Chester, is Johnny on the spot, makes the play.
One pitch, one swing, solid contact, but good heads-up play by Chester over there at third.
How good is that look?
That was nice.
Sissy Dunn gets the call now in a 1-1 game. Dunn sends Dalbert back behind home plate and into the seats. Sissy struck out back in the 3rd inning. Sissy, fly ball, center field. 2 steps back, a couple of steps in, and Taylor Cruz turns it into an out. Nice quick bounce back by McCann.
Yeah, throwing some nice pitches and getting a couple of quick outs.
UAB commit Hannah Dorsett, part of a couple of state championships at Hewitt-Trussville High School, and let's see if maybe there will be another bat step into her spot. Lucky Thompson
12 for 15.
will make the call to the bench. Reagan Bennett gets the call.
Pitching now for Dorsett, number 12, Reagan Bennett.
Regan is out of Novi, Michigan. Novi High School in the 2023 is a South Carolina commit. Michigander finding her way to be a part of this squad. Jennifer and Steve are her parents. Mom played college softball at Michigan's Siena Heights University. Dad played college basketball there. By the way, her brother Brendan, who's 16, is committed to play ball at Clemson. This. Two and 0 the count. Regan high, sky, back of short, shallow center. For Taylor Cruz for the 2nd time this inning, turns an out into an out. To the bottom of the 5th we go. PGF 18U championship game here in Irvine, California. Incredible week to celebrate being named an All-American. Your last hurrah before you head off to college, playing in the All-American game, 7 o'clock tonight. PGF, this beautiful yard, but that's how you celebrate it. Man, you spent time with them.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous evening out in Newport Harbor. The athletes were just spoiled with gear from Easton Rawlings, Diamond, the glove.
By the way, the parents are on board as well, so a wonderful journey for them. Dad joke alert, here it comes, and it was wonderful for Amanda to loan her boat to the group.
No problem at all. It's the least I could do.
Ali Johnson, Jaden Murphy. Looks like she got the knob of that bat. That's a frustrating strike one. 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2, that All-American game. As a pitcher, you love that. You're fine with that.
I love that. That's a foul ball. That's a strike.
The man who goes by the same last name, Murphy, just popped his head in here, the head coach at Alabama, so he can keep an eye on what feels like his entire team that plays for the Bolts.
It does feel like you're seeing the same college over and over.
1-2 the count to Jaden. She talked about Jaden's one of 2 Arizonans on this roster, Marissa McCann and Jaden Murphy, both at Willow Canyon High School. One going to Mizzou. In this case, for Jaden, one going to Kansas. on a single hop in fair territory. Quick on across the diamond by Katie Flannery, the third baseman.
Number 77, Sheena Glass.
And now Shayna Glass. It's getting late, Freed. Getting late.
Yeah, but we got a tie ball game. I feel like it feels different when it's tied. You don't have to press as much. I mean, obviously you want to finish within the 7, but.
Beautiful pitch right into the knuckles, and Shayna Glass is retired on a weak ground ball out to the second baseman, Hannah Dorsett.
Number 24, Kylie Brockman.
So 8 strikeouts for this talented pitcher, and then pitches like that a moment ago where hitters just say yuck when they hit the ball. Kylie has struck out. She's also flied out to right field, pretty deep right field. 0-1 in the count. Quick conversation. Not sure if this is an offensive meeting, that this was put together by Eric Jones, or, and I would imagine it is. Not quite sure how much Katie Flannery and Ali Johnson need to spend time chatting. Olathe, Kansas, the home of the Select Fast Pitch program. But we've heard of players from here in California, players from Arizona. Back in there with the screwball. You and I spent a lot of time yesterday in one of an earlier championship games really zeroing in on the ability to pitch in effectively. Just makes all the difference in the world. And now at this level, the best level at 18U, it's kind of obvious that you have to do it.
You have to throw in, you have to mix speeds.
And she tried to follow it up with a changeup there.
So I think those, along with the rise ball, we've seen a lot of these pitchers with very nice up pitches. So the ability to mix rise, change, and tight inside, it's a tough combination.
Spoils a pretty good 1-2 pitch, a curveball, late swing at that one from Brockman.
So now if you're Brockman, you've got to defend against that inside pitch. You don't necessarily want to hit it hard. It's tough to keep that fair, but fight that one off and get one you could barrel up on.
The Arkansas commit waves at a pitch in the dirt after being so patient, but she's on. And when base runners are at an absolute premium, you shake that off quickly and you say, we'll take this. Like a power changeup that got that swing and miss.
And as soon as Brockman saw that she missed it, she was out of that box just as quickly and as hard as if she would have put that ball in play.
Now running to first base, number 7, Delaney Roeder. Up to bat, number 8, Sarah Hoekstra.
Delaney Roeder runs out there. Number 7 on that jersey. She's over there at first. Sarah Hoekstra with a chance to move her around. Delaney, by the way, from Beatrice, Nebraska, is a non-commit at this point. A younger player at 2024, but getting a chance to run out there. She dreams of Baylor University, a spot she'd love to go play in Waco. Pop that bunt up to the backstop it goes. I used to think of Baylor every time I thought of Waco. Now I think of Chip and Joanna. That's all I think of.
Magnolia. Magnolia Farms.
That's what I think of. Just saying, just sharing.
Have you been there?
I have.
Do you like it?
I do. The 1-1. Back to the screen it goes.
I also think of the wave pool.
Yes.
I'm from Huntington Beach, so we've been to Waco. We've been to, I think they changed it to the Waco wave pool. It was BSR Ranch, but did a little surfing out there.
That great water park in Texas too, the Schlitterbahn. Say that 5 times fast. 1-2 the count. Bolt down the line, foul ball. Oh, baby, that would have put Celeste Fastpitch on top. Oakster, good contact. Delaney was flying out front.
It does seem like there's a slight breeze heading in that direction. This ball looked like it was going to stay fair, and then at the last minute bent a few feet foul. But with 2 outs, Roeder is going to be off on contact and looking to score.
Wichita State commit Sierra. Shawnee Mission North High School, just graduated. 4 years, very good. Especially in the classroom with 3.5 GPA, Presidential Award, Principal's Honor Award, all 4 years. Wichita State's getting a good one. And so we'll do it again. She was talking about her parents as her inspiration, saying both of them are. They've been there for me my whole life. Instead, and I quote, they get on my butt a lot, but that's what makes me a better player. If I wanted to play at a high level, I needed to work hard to get there. That means practicing like you need it, focusing. I wouldn't be there without my parents. Thank you. Into the dirt it goes. Now a runner in scoring position for Sierra. Lee Johnson skipped changeup in there, it looked like.
This pitch got away for sure. It's got that screwball spin. Thrown hard down.
Oakster with that open stance, awaits and chases. She goes back to the same pitch, but with effect that time. Kept that one off the dirt. Screwball, strike 3, 1-1 our score. Beautiful time to enjoy some Southern California sunshine, maybe with some sunscreen or a good-looking floppy hat. But nonetheless, that breeze is golden that you can see. We're in Irvine, California. Amanda Freed and Darren Sutton, and you, thanks for being with us at the Premier Girls Fastpitch 18U Premier Division National Championship game. If you're just joining us with the Royal Blue Tops out of the heart of America, Olathe, Kansas select Fastpitch, and in the sharp turquoise uniforms, deep south-based Birmingham Bolts, but they pull players from all around Alabama and Georgia, Mississippi as well. Across state lines. As a matter of fact, when we talk about this Midwestern team, this outstanding hurler is from Arizona, McCann, and she fires at home. You had better hurry. Able to scoop it out. Great speed by Gracie Hillman. Hoekstra did all she could to get rid of it, and I'm wondering if even a perfect throw gets her. Had to hurry it.
Yeah, I'm giving that a base hit because it's fielded well in the hole. You have to turn, and you almost have to throw that down in the dirt to get it there quicker. It would have been a great play to finish that, but it had to be perfectly executed as quickly as possible.
And now with Larissa Pruitt, she singled back in the first inning, struck out, drops down a bunt. Pouncing on it and turning it into an out is Katie Chester. But sacrifice accomplished, and a good one.
I love that you can feel the end of the game nearing, so these teams are playing with a sense of urgency, getting that leadoff runner on base and then playing small ball, doing the little things to just get that one run across the plate. So now you got Cahalan at the bat. First base is open, so I'm guessing that's what this conversation is about. Either, you know, hey, let's straight up intentionally walk. I don't think that's going to be the plan, but don't give her anything too close that she can get any part of her barrel on.
Both these teams have combined for just 2 runs and 7 hits. That's it. It's been a pitcher's kind of day. Here's your power. You've got a base open. Cahalan drove one out of here over the boards and did so just 2 innings ago. All-American with a huge bat. Changeup floats off the plate, 1-1 to count. He's got Marley Giles waiting on deck. She's doubled, so pick your poison. Skips it in there, looking for third. She's got it. The moment it hit the dirt, didn't miss a beat. She was gone.
That's great heads-up base running. You can see just a slight hesitation in the leadoff. Immediately takes off when the ball hits the dirt.
Thinking about it, scurrying home. No flip, lead grabbed by the Bolts. McCann ate up Brockman that time, who couldn't recover and get it back to her.
And again, a good leadoff, a short leadoff, but quick reactions to take home.
Bad news, ball 4. This is what we were talking about. Maybe that's why she nibbled around her a bit. This, to me, would be a good reason.
Yeah, and sometimes as a pitcher, if you're trying too hard to avoid the bat, you don't throw your best pitches. And I think that was the case, throwing a few down in the dirt to avoid Cahalan's bat, but she draws that walk.
Marley Giles' opportunity. Curveball hovered over the plate. She fouls it off. 0-1 to count to the Bolts catcher. Bolts with teams from 8U to 18U. As that off speed misses outside, usually 10 to 12 teams. A beautiful facility in Birmingham. Talk a lot about teamwork, sportsmanship, class, all part of wearing that uniform. High fly ball, deep left field, to the wall, gone! Marley mashed it.
When you called it, Darren, pick your poison. Both swinging the bat so well. Cahalan draws the walk, gives way to Giles, and she just unloads. Right off the bat, these fences are deep.
Curveball for strike 1, trying to bounce right back. How about this? Wow.
That was a great shot.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you just had a feeling, right? She's a good pitcher. She's a battler. I mean, she's one of the better pitchers in the country. We know this. Marissa's earned that right. And I think the walk was kind of her being outside of herself, so you knew she'd hunt strikes at that point. And so did Marley. Marley was right there with her. She's not a back-down kind of pitcher. Her guts are too big.
As they should be. And sometimes as a pitcher, when you challenge up, you get beat. It happens, especially when you're facing the best hitters in the country.
Oh, it's a pleasure to watch her work. I don't know how else to say it. I know she's down 4-1 now, but I'm getting to meet her through the years and watching her pitch here today. It's an exciting future for McCann. It's like a young Amanda Freed out there grinding it. 1-2 the count. Some work in the pen. Sammy Huck, she was tossing earlier. Bouncing ball slips by the circle and then is bobbled out there at second by Knudsen. You tip your cap to the single, you tip your cap to the homer. But walks and miscues, that's where you give yourself a hard time if you're select fast pitch. There's Katie Flannery. 0 for 2. Pop up and a line out. Jay Softball Complex is the home of the Bolts as that one's popped toward the dugout. Up against the gate. What a nice play. Linger went over there, Kaylee, and just pulled it right in.
And I love Brockman behind the plate. I could hear her up here so clearly and directing Linger. You got room, room, room. Following her to that fence line.
Strike one. Cameron Lucado. 0 for 2. Couple of outs in the air. Select fast pitch working out a top-tier field house. And it's tryouts time as that throw skips on by into right center field. She pulled that helmet off. Did she get popped in the head with the tag that time? Then Riley. Oh boy. Man, that's why she wants to reset the helmet and pull herself back together. Sierra with no intent there. She was tracking the softball.
And another opportunity for select fast pitch to have made the play. It looked like a catchable ball. It looked like she went for the tag thinking she had the ball in her glove.
Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Slow roller out toward third. Made it look really easy, did Katie Chester. What an inning. What an inning for the Bolts. Hillman and her speed. Cahalan and her patience. And then Giles and her big, big bat. I saw you pitched around the hitter in front of me. I'm waiting, I'm watching, and I'm doing that. 4-1, the Bolts on top. Last night, 18U Platinum game. Don't celebrate too early. Like that. Foul ball is the call. Great defensive play. Foul ball is the call. Foul ball is the call. They're celebrating. Foul ball is the call. Batting glove on that top hand is Ranger. Pounds that one into the dirt. Up the ladder. The throw in time. Celebrating for real. You are the champs. Rock Gold, the pride of Florida, comes to California, and they win it all. The 18U Platinum PGF National Champs. Players out of Fort Myers, Florida, all the way down to Miami. It was foul the entire time. I didn't want to rain on their parade, but it was foul. It was a fun moment. The Minnesota Renegades, a great program as well. Both teams have earned a berth into this level now next year. So they'll both move up from Platinum to Premier, but that was unique. To the right side, base hit, new arm in the circle. Charlie Orsini, and nearly turned it into an out. That base hit almost was turned into an out. Riley Cloud pounced on that one. Katie Chester shot it to the right side.
Yeah, Katie Chester, first pitch swinging down in the zone, goes with it. Nice shot into right field, and I'm curious if
well, they have
this
the
might be worth
opportunity to look at it.
challenging. Yeah, it is late in the ball game.
I'm going to tell you, that looks tough to overturn. And we'll have a review. So challenging the play at first, safer out is the call. We'll wait to find out. Gosh, you tell me, Amanda Freed.
I don't know, the evidence has to be without a doubt to overturn it, and the foot looks there just as the ball's getting into the glove. I'm going to say safe.
That's a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, I don't think you can
really tough one to overturn.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, safe is the call. And you know what? That's a well-spent challenge.
I agree.
It was that close. Almost worthy of turning over, but just...
Number 11, Taylor Cruz.
By the way, Charlie Orsini is working. Taylor Cruz is her foe, I should say. And we talk about the uniqueness of this team, Birmingham, and they will pull athletes from, let's say, Georgia, Mississippi, and of course Alabama and Australia, as Charlie Orsini is an Australian. As she works in the circle, she pounds that one foul. She's committed to go to Tennessee. Marian Catholic College in Kinhurst in Australia.
Well,
Christian
really
and Linny are her parents.
Yeah, it's interesting how the international game has kind of crossed over, and we see so many athletes that do come down from Canada, over from Australia, wanting to play collegiately in the States.
Graduated with 3.25 GPA, and she wanted to point out that she did it after 168 days of online schooling in very harsh COVID restrictions. Australia had some challenges for sure, especially for athletes, well, for everyone. Hot shot, that's a foul ball, and so she works in the circle. We're getting to know her. Her job, Charlie Orsini, is to lock this one down. Her scouting report that she shares is, I have a good drop ball, change up, screw, and a curve. She wants to represent Australia in the 28 LA Olympic Games. 2-2 off the end of the bat. Nice job, great communication, sliding down to a knee. That is not an easy play as Dorsett goes over her shoulder for the first out.
And this is a beautiful grab. Looked like it was going to fall into the grass, but Dorsett goes back, tracks it over the shoulder. And then the finish through onto the knees. Great follow through.
Skips it in there. Haley Linger, who has struck out a couple of times. One at a time. You've got outs to play with. You've got 5 outs to play with. One base runner at a time is all you need. Oh, that's heavy, isn't it? 0-2 the count. Stayed right at the shins the entire time and then disappeared. Linger squares to bunt and takes right down the middle. And the count is now 0-2 for the athlete out of Liberty North High School. Almost as if with a shake of the head there, Eric Jones is saying, I know who you are. Drive that ball in the gap. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The Australian shoots that one up and away. 2-2 the count.
And going from Johnson to Orsini, you could see the difference in, obviously, the mechanics and the way that the ball comes out of the hand. And it's a tough adjustment to be making this late in the ball game. Orsini's got a lot of down movement as well as that curve movement.
2-2. Got her. Pulled the string back. Wow, what a pitch. Beautiful drop there at the end.
Way out in front. Gets Linger swinging.
Four outs to play with now. Really hit her as that one. A screwball right up under her hands to Emma Durr, who's had a good day. She's taken one, been hit by a pitch. She's also doubled in a run back in the second inning. One and one. Durr lost 9 months of development time her junior year. ACL injury put her out. Crucial time of recruiting, able to get back and find a place to play. One and two the count.
Orsini just inside outside with that drop ball. You could see the lift in her shoulder to get over the top. And then she complements it really well with that changeup.
That one is rolled foul, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes to count. What a competitor behind that pink face mask. One, two. Skips a changeup in there. 2-2 the count on Emma Durr. You think sometimes with the lead, Johnson coming out of the game, it's anybody but a Lee is what they say. They're excited. She's answered the call. Bouncing ball out toward third on the backhand. That's a fine pick. And an even better throw from Katie Flannery. Charlie Orsini locks things down. 3 outs to go. Her team is up by 3. That team, the Birmingham Thunderbolts.
Let's go, Go East! So getting that call of knowing that I'm going to be on the West team, it was surreal. It was almost like it wasn't happening. It was more than joy.
Coming up tonight, All-American game, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. Legendary Jocelyn Allo, and that's a legend who's just wrapped up her career, the collegiate career, that being said, all-time home run leader. An incredible journey for the young prep star, PGF star out of Hawaii, who in our conversation, you and I were able to spend an hour with her and Patty Gasso the other day. She recollected being out here in Southern California, missing her family back on the islands, but understanding coming out here, playing PGF all summer was best for her growth.
Right, and how impactful it was in her journey in making her who she is today. And what a tremendous role model in our sport. I think we're so blessed in general to have such powerful, strong women, I shouldn't say young women anymore, but women representing our sport, their different states, their universities. Jocelyn Allo is continuing to do great things in and for our sport.
1-2 the count. Inside corner, that strike 3. Part of the conversation was how moved Patty Gasso was when her team was singing a faith-based song while holding up the national title trophy. They shared that song with us.
All about somebody who saved my soul. Ever since you rescued me, you gave my heart a song to sing. I'm looking for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus.
Kind of got a Jada Coleman
Country twang.
No, it does.
I remember it.
Keep an eye out for that content coming up very, very soon. Faith, a big part of their program, and to see the two of them let their hair down, if you will, for us, we were humbled and honored to have that conversation. That's a player and a coach trust one another now, right?
Yeah, because you think it's going to be all business, but they talk so much about the joy and love for the game and for each other.
Right away, too, a little bit of pressure, trying to add on that pretty swing. Slapping it the other way, a one-out base hit. Diana Dorsett. Squares to bunt, and it trickles foul. Jocelyn also told us a story about having the opportunity to be a part of the Sooners program, and they were traveling somewhere across the country. I don't recall where, and she said we were fortunate enough with our program and our support to fly charter. That means no airports, no commercial. And we got off the plane, and I'm supposed to be a leader. As that one slapped, hugging the left field line. Diving attempt, that's a foul ball. Great effort out there. She left her feet. A really good effort by Glass.
Yeah, you got to go all out at this point in the ball game, and that ball's foul. If it was fair down the line, you got to be careful. You don't want that to fall for extra bases, but this is foul. She makes a great attempt at it, and just a little shot.
Hillman, great day. Doubled, singled. They're playing tight for her as she hits that one into that tight infield. They get one, that's all they'll get. Nice play, getting the lead runner in Dorsett. 6-4, well played by the shortstop Hoekstra. To finish the story, when the Oklahoma team got off the plane, it wasn't clean, not to the standards of Gasso, and in the end, of Allo. And they paid for it the entire next week, and their coach let them know, we're really disappointed. You're better than this. And it was simple things like Gatorade cups that weren't picked up, and you could assume, well, we're on a charter plane. That's what the staff's for. Well, that's not according to Patty Gasso. The staff is not there to clean up after you. You're an able-bodied human being. You clean up after yourself. And so to have her share those we're human moments that go on even at Oklahoma, it was very cool.
Yeah, they were very open, and it was an authentic conversation, and the type that, like we said earlier, could go on for hours.
You wanted it to.
I
you
wanted
were mad
to keep
when I
going. My list of questions
plans.
just kept going, and
you shot a look at me. I'm still feeling the pain of that.
I'm gonna have to take a trip out to Oklahoma and just spend a weekend with Coach Gasso.
Into right center field, hangs up for a long time, but it's down. Larissa Pruitt with a base hit. Susie Brasney and Reagan Krause on that coaching staff with Jocelyn and Allo on the west side later on tonight. What beautiful level swing, huh?
Yeah, Pruitt's had a good game. Did have that strikeout back in the third, but got a base hit in the first, sacrifice bunt in the sixth, and another base hit here.
What a bright future for Marissa McCann as she gives way to Sammy Huck. The Arizonan was on her way to Missouri. Getting a chance to know her through conversations that we have had. Really enjoy who she is. Parents have made a lot of sacrifices. Jaden Murphy in there.
Into the circle, select fast pitch number 5, Sammy Huck.
These are those emotional moments, right? Look at her teammate tried to give up her chair. Do you notice that?
She doesn't want to. She's not ready. It's hard. You don't want the season to end, and you know that this is going to be your last game, but when you start that game in the circle, you want to finish the game in the circle. And obviously, she understands the reasons why she's out of the game, but when you're a real competitor, I mean, you want to stick it through and you want to be at your best. And I think she threw a tremendous game, well enough to be able to win. But it doesn't take the emotion away. It's a great line there for the day. Remember, this is the best in the country that she's up against.
I'm seeing her reflect even more and seeing more and more tears well up in her eyes.
Up next, number 31, Kenny Callahan.
Kenley Callahan now. By the way, Samantha Huck, a.k.a. Sammy, is a Missouri native and is a Missouri commit. She'll be pitching with McCann. They'll be side by side. Love the staff. Said I love the mascot, too. As the Southpaw fires at home. Dawn and Dan are her parents. Sammy. Big brother is JT. Huck was a heck of a volleyball player early on in her time in high school. Academic All-State, 4 years varsity volleyball. Right before her high school season, too, Huck suffered a broken toe in February. Stress, worked her way through it. Pitched and worked out as much as she could as she hits just outside the plate there. Said I came back stronger than ever. I was able to break school records. It had me zone in and focus on the things that matter. Back to the screen it goes.
You hear that a lot from these athletes, whether it's the struggles through COVID or injury, but taking time away from the game. Not time that you want to take, but forced to take time away to recover. You just have a different perspective and want to get back and train harder than you have.
Runner moves up to second. Hey, look, programming note, we want to remind all of you that if you're looking for All-American Women's Lacrosse, they're underway, and go find that right now on ESPN News if that's where you'd like to head. We'll flip things over here as soon as a champion is crowned in Orange County, California at the PGF. That's ball four. Bases are full now. And here comes Marley Giles. Slugging extraordinaire in this game. She's doubled and then also a two-run homer.
Just take a look back at those hands, that barrel. Immediately throws the arms up.
Pretty curveball, splits the plate with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Brockman wants to chat about something very quickly. As Giles, the catcher, knows what chats like that they mean and how important they can be. Changeup dies at the plate there. The Alabama commit on her way to campus here in just a matter of moments as that curveball comes over the outside corner again.
Seen some good movement out of Huck out there. Now she's got to attack Giles. No place to put her.
Right in on the hands, turning. going the easy way, out behind her, getting Giles. One last chance with their team down by 3. The Birmingham Thunderbolts trying to win it all. 3 outs to go. PGF National Championship. Trying to make a strong step into the history of a program, one that's already, albeit a youthful program, a successful one. The Birmingham Bolts against Select Fastpitch out of Olathe, Kansas. Select Fastpitch, one last chance. The Canadian out of the circle. Charlie Orsini drops a heavy one in there, and it's strike 1. Amanda Knutson, the responsibility of getting things started, and quickly 2 strikes.
It's hard to swing hard and attack that drop ball, starting at the knees, going down to the dirt.
The 0-2. Screwball disappears inside. Orsini from Sydney, Australia, on her way to play in Knoxville for the Tennessee Volunteers. Curveball just got a piece of it. Asked Orsini who inspires you. She said, my grandma and my mom. She said, my mom pushes me to be the best person I can be, and I strive to follow in her footsteps. Line drive, foul ball. Having dealt recently with a talented Australian baseball player, same type of stories. I find myself completely endeared to the word mum, which is very Australian. No offense to here in North America, but the word mum sounds more loving than mom, as crazy as that sounds. But she says, that's who pushes me, does Orsini. Elevated that time.
Well, Knutson's putting together a good at-bat. And her coach does describe her as being a fighter in the box, and she'll do whatever it takes to get the job done. Her team could use her on the base paths right now.
That open stance to count 1 and 2. You're right, she's really putting it on her. Asked Charlie, what's your favorite meal, absolute favorite meal, and who makes it? And she said, a classic Aussie Vegemite sandwich is a great pregame meal, but you can't beat a classic barbecue sandwich as well. Ian on her hands, that's someone who has enjoyed her upbringing in Australia, but then has been pulled to the south, if you will, for a barbecue sandwich. Ever had a Vegemite sandwich?
I have not.
You've traveled the globe.
And I've been to Australia. And no, I have not. Now I feel gypped. Can you get one out here?
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'll let you know. The 1-2. Skips it in there. 2 and 2 the count. She's putting a nice at-bat on her right now.
You know, that's all you can ask for as a coach when you're in the bottom of the 7th inning, down to your last 3 outs. Just go up there and put together a good quality at-bat, regardless of the outcome. But Knutson strung it together real nicely.
3-2 popped up right side. A couple of bolts come together. In the end, calling it is Riley Cloud, 1 away. Two outs to a Premier Girls Fastpitch National Championship. Saw Jaden Murphy a moment ago, really emotionally celebrating Marissa McCann, the 2 of them Arizonans that play on this team together. Got a chance to help out with the bat. that, and she just did. Not in time. Good effort there by Cloud. That's got to feel good. Knudsen came up empty, but pretty swing going the other way for Jaden Murphy.
Yeah, Riley Cloud's getting some good work out there in the outfield, and she is out for outs at first. Almost able to make that play. It was a nice piece of hitting by Murphy.
Flex entering for DP. Flex entering for DP. 5 for 14. 5 for 14. Flex is entering.
So Sammy Huck, who we saw came into pitch, will run at first. He's trying to stack up some base runners, see if they can get something going against Orsini. What a week to celebrate with these families, these athletes, seeing them in Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley, Harvard Park in Irvine. If you're local, you know what I'm talking about. If you're watching in New York City, and a lot of it not too far from one another, the different clusters of beautiful parks, and you can't beat that breeze that blows into the Huntington Beach Sports Complex. And it all culminates here in Irvine. Bouncing ball out toward third, played on an in-between hop. There's one on to first, not in time. A gutsy play by Flannery to get that lead runner. Not an easy throw.
Now, and with the lead that they have, you would think, look at the safe play at first base, fielded it cleanly, but instead she decides to knock down that lead runner at second.
Number 24, Kylie Brockman.
And that was Roeder put that ball in play and legged it out down first.
To the right side, shoots the hole, didn't wait around. Kylie Brockman making things interesting with the single. Was past the outstretched glove of Dorsett. Dunn couldn't get there either. That was hit hard the other way.
Now, select fast pitch is not going down without a fight. And with 2 outs now, brings the tying run to the plate.
Corinne Poncho comes on. She will take over at first base. Corinne Poncho gets the call. A defensive move, a defensive substitution. Poncho, the young athlete out of Louisiana, Notre Dame High School, a commit to go to McNeese State. She's headed there very soon. This is Sierra Hoekstra. That misses outside. Into center field, not done yet. Base is full. Runs are on. Winning run has a bat in her hands. That's Katie Chester.
Yeah, hitting is contagious. And this select fast pitch team is stringing together hits right now. They're working with 1 out remaining in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bases are loaded, and they got their number 3 up.
So we're seeing clear indecision here by the headman Rocky Thompson, but he's going to make a change, and his change will change things in the circle. Kenneray Dark will take the softball and go to work. Coming up later on tonight, as a matter of fact, coming up in about 40 minutes on ESPN3, so go find your favorite streaming home, ESPN3. It's the PGF Futures game, the best rising sophomores and juniors in the country just completed their sophomore and junior year, and then on ESPN2 settle in and watch on television the All-American game, the very best players in the country on their way, their final moments as they head off to college. Both of those coming up tonight. Kenna Ray Dark. Grandmother calls her Ray Ray. Mom calls her Casey. She's from North Carolina, Eastern Alliance High School, and is on her way to pitch and to play for the Tar Heels, North Carolina. The daughter of Sandia and Greg Dark.
This is where it gets fun. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Bases are loaded.
Katie Chester takes strike 1. The count to the right side, to the bag. That's a tunnel, and it heads back to the deep south in Birmingham, Alabama, where the Thunderbolts win it all. They are victorious in this, the 18U Premier Division National Championship. They won it all at PGF. Congratulations. Congratulations to both programs, Select Fastpitch and the Birmingham Bolts. Don't forget, All-American Women's Lacrosse is coming up right here next, so you want to hang at the U. What an amazing event in Irvine, California. Producer and leader John Walsh, Amanda Freed, the Olympian. It's fun to call games with you. My name is Darren Sutton. We'll see you very soon on ESPN3, the Futures All-American game. It's a party at PGF, and it rolls on.